Let's take a look at Foxtail Meadows hole 3. I think the best play here really is straight up this fairway. The fairway dog legs to the right down to the green with a big skip bomber. In my case, it'd be the glide skip drive, but whatever you bag. And I think that really is the best approach. There are, however, some opportunities over here to the right since there's no Mando on this hole. As a matter of fact, somewhere right through here, I've seen a couple aces. Here's one of them. Pretty sick. But the gaps here are very small for a distance driver. So I don't think it's really worth the risk to go through here typically. You can also go well out here to the right, and if you're lucky, get a look at the basket, but it'll be like 100 feet away at least. So, if not more, and you risk OB. So, I just really don't think playing over here to the right most of the time is going to be advisable. If it's hole one of the daily, then sure, you might want to try shortcut over here to the right, maybe for the ace even. But typically in MP, I'm going to be going straight up the fairway here. Like I say, glide, skip, bomber, in my case, arrive. And then you just need to figure out the release angle because this is kind of a tight gap between these two trees. I've hit this tree on the right here more times than I care to think about. And I like to drop the default aim down a little bit. I'm not sure why. It just seems natural. Stay a little lower to the ground in most of the holes in Disc Golf Valley. With this one wind out of the left, very, very favorable wind, maybe just send it out to the left just a little bit here. Just enough to scooch by that tree. And if we get a good skip, if right down to the fairway for the easy eagle. Now there is a drop zone. Should go over that. I'm gonna throw a glide skip right over here to the right, and you're gonna see one of the dangers is with using a glide skip anyway, is you'll hit this hill, and oftentimes you're gonna end up OB. And if you hit move to lie, it doesn't matter if it's your first throw or your fifth throw. It doesn't matter. It's going to take you to the drop zone, 124 feet away, slightly elevated. And I will say, I think this is a pretty good drop zone. I would have maybe made it a little bit longer, just to make it a little more challenging. But, there are some drop zones in the valley I'm not a fan of. They're like 290 feet away. Just takes a miracle shot. This one doesn't take a miracle shot, but it is risky. There's some OB right behind the basket. It does play like 100 feet. I always like to practice drop zones in case I find myself at one. So about 100 feet. Let's see if we can drop this in. So not terrible. Most of the time you're going to be able to save birdie. Unless you get a really adverse wind, of course, then it might be a different story. So yeah, that's pretty much I think it for Foxtail Meadows hole 3. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Till next time, we'll see you around the valley.